Okay, I have just a little break between breakfast and lunch so I can explain a little better what's going on. Okay, you should have already seen part one, and I was running around a little crazy at the beginning of that. I had to get all the grading sheets printed, had to get the judges in, had to make sure that, everything was going well in the kitchen. This is Paragon Culinary School, and this is the extreme final exam, what they're calling the final. Why is it called extreme is what I'm gonna cover real quick. Okay, Paragon Culinary School is in Colorado Springs, Colorado, and it is a elite private culinary. It's kind of like saying the Juilliard or something like that, for the culinary arts. It's small, it's private, it's super elite. The hands-on training that we do is designed very specifically to make people great in the field, and they're trained by people that are great in the field, people with gold medals and championships and amazing masters of the world. Now, if we're going to have a school like that, and we're going to have, try to have 100% placement, try to have future masters graduating, well, then we're going to need some type of test, that's going to show us that. And so this test, which is becoming, legendary in the field fairly quickly, was developed. It's a 24-hour test, and no one's ever heard of anything like it. It's completely unprecedented. It's at the very end. But most people are in the program for a minimum of a year and a half, but usually more like 3 years. At the very end, they have this test, which is the extreme practical, or whatever you want to call it. It's basically a 24-hour test. The first 4 hours are a written. This written test is 30 pages, 200 questions. Takes 4 or 5 hours to finish. It is totally comprehensive. Everything they've ever learned. It's crazy. It's kind of like the bar exam or something for lawyers. I mean, it's nuts. It covers everything they've ever learned. 20 hours is the practical. They arrive about 4:30. They have a budget. They have to plan. They have to track everything. They usually start off doing baking, just like you would at a regular hotel or restaurant, where you're baking in the early morning or in the middle of the night. They're preparing for breakfast. There's going to be meals all day long. There's going to be 4 main judges. Each judge has a guest at night, so at night it's 8 people. And we're going to test every single thing. Their budgeting ability, the table settings, pairing of wines, their organization, the taste, everything is being tested. Breakfast, which you just saw in part 1, is supposed to test their ability to set up a buffet concept. Nice, obviously everything's fine dining, but that's part of the test for the morning. Lunch, they get a random ingredient and a random technique, and this is a surprise. They get that at 9 a.m., so they have to go shopping. We also change locations for lunch to an unfamiliar kitchen. So they're tested on the unfamiliar kitchen, they're tested on shopping on the fly, they're tested on creating, without any planning. The dinner is the longest and most extravagant part of the night, but right before dinner there is an hors d'oeuvre section where they have to have a passed hors d'oeuvre and a cocktail. They have to tend bar as the judges and their guests arrive. So they're being tested on bartending. The first wine is usually at lunch, but dinner usually has a wine for every course. So you're going to see a lot of wines and wine pairing. Then they're not working together necessarily. There's 2 people paired up, but they don't really work together until dinner. They have to flow at dinner, which means that they're now being tested on their ability to work together and plan together with another chef. So nothing's ever been done like this. It's by far the most comprehensive and longest test I've ever heard of, but it's the only way we could really find out for sure that they could do it. And we have to know before they graduate, can they really go out there and run kitchens? Can they really be truly great? And this is what was devised. So that's the story. For more information about Paragon, you can go to paragonculinaryschool.com. You can go to paragondining.com. That's a hub. You can also email me directly, chefmatthews@aol.com. So chefmatthews@aol.com. You can also reach me through those sites. I'm the dean of the school, but it is it's unbelievable, and I cannot tell you how proud I am of these students. We have students from 16 to 60. It's, you know, it's a wide array. It's an amazing group of people, and I'm so proud of them. Breakfast, you know, today is June 12th, 2009. It's the final day of these extreme finals. The final two are going. Chifumi and Rihanna are the students. Their breakfast setup was phenomenal. They're running a high A right now. I mean, it was just awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. Creative, beautiful. Lots of fresh squeezed juices, flavored coffee. I mean, it was just amazing. Rihanna had rolled up it was a rolled omelet. Chifumi had a sort of almost a portable style egg. It was just beautiful. It's hard to describe it all, but it was fabulous. Now we're going to move to the next site. They've already went to this restaurant they've never worked at before. They're totally you know, in shock. They've got to make dishes they've never made at a place they've never been, and that tests obviously a whole lot of things as well. Then they'll be coming back over to the school to do this long, extravagant dinner, and I'm going to be covering this section by section so you can see the insider's view of what we do as the final exam here at Paragon Culinary School in Colorado Springs. Once again, I'm Chef Victor Matthews, and feel free to email me or check any of the websites, and tune in for part 3. I'll see you at lunch.